There was a time when things were good on Shady Side. But now, that's all gone.
What drove you to this genre? What makes a horror this genre that you said, like, I'll be good in it, I want to make it?
I think that what I love about horror is that I can kind of be able to make a very fun, popcorn, exciting kind of movie experience, but then also still make it kind of about something. I think that's the brilliance of the genre, is that you can do both at once. So yeah, that's why I love horror.
Because you had this opportunity to work on Scream, not the movies, but the TV series. So it's like you dive into the core. And I could see some resemblance to your movies, to Scream, actually, how you build the fear and stuff.
Yeah.
What is your favorite horror movie that you like to pick some things up and put it to your movies?
Yeah, I mean, Scream is for sure, like, I think one of my favorite movies of all time, period. So to be able to make a movie that takes place in the 90s and kind of like send a love letter to the Scream series and Wes Craven was huge for me. Huge. And I think that kind of sits at the top. I also really love Halloween, which was very useful in kind of like crafting our 70s movie. And then there's obviously a million more that I love, but Scream is up there. You hit the nail on the head. And of course, like, our whole opening is kind of like very much fully stealing from the opening of the first Scream in hopefully a good, great, respectful way.
I love that you admit that, for real.
For sure. There's like lots of little things like that it's like, we were definitely like saying, like, this is brilliant. We love this. I want to do this. And then how can we change it a little bit? So, you know, that was kind of.
Because watching this trilogy, I was having this feeling that I'm watching a huge Easter egg with a very good story. And I could say, like, I know this.
Yes.
I know this.
Oh, I'm so happy that you said that. Totally.
And what was the hardest part? Because every part of this trilogy is in other timeline, and I'm curious, what was the worst for you as a director to combine it to the big one story?
Yeah, that was the hardest part, was the 3 different times. You hit the nail on the head. The idea that we were trying to tell one unified story with kind of like this narrative and these characters that are driving through the whole thing, but also creating new worlds in new time periods. It was challenging. It was very, very challenging to kind of pivot from, we're in the 90s, now we're in the 70s, now we're in the 1666. And luckily I had an amazing crew and my cast was incredible, and they were able to really kind of like tackle it. And I think they were really successful at it. So I feel very lucky.
So what's the next project that you're involved in? What's it's in your head that you say, okay, I put this to the world, now let's make something other. What is in store for you?
Well, my brain is just starting to wake up coming off of Fear Street. I think I was still checking files and doing final QCs last week. But I'm thinking about a few new movie ideas, new projects. I'm excited about what we could possibly do in the Fear Street universe. And up next, I'm going to shoot a couple episodes of a HBO show called The Staircase, which is based off of the documentary The Staircase, with my friend Antonio Campos. So that's going to be kind of a reset for me for a second.
So there is a possibility that we will stay in this universe and expand it?
Let's hope so. I think that, to me, is like the exciting part about Fear Street, is that it has the opportunity to be kind of a horror marvel. So fingers crossed.
So fingers crossed. Thank you very much. Take care. Stay
Nice
safe.
to meet you. Thank you.